And a good day, all of you. Jean Henderson, Pierre the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another Beverage Ramble edition today from our first at Dry County Brewing Company, Kennesaw Bourbon Ale. I saw this right down the street here at, I guess they call it the Dorville Liquor Store, but it's right down the street from my apartment. I mean, this is Dunwoody, and then one part of it is Dorville, and another part is Dunwoody. I don't know. But anyway, this package is right down the street from me. I picked this up. They had a couple of things singles, which very rarely they do. And when they do, sometimes I have to call them out on some of their BS because they'll have some cans that are already been popped open and or ones that like definitely has been leaked with a lot of beer and all other stuff in there. And so, and also most times they also have some non-alcoholic beers, which I'm like, no. But anyway, saw this there. I didn't pay like $1.50 and change for this. This is an American Strong Ale, Kennesaw KBA Bourbon Ale. Gets a 91 score, outstanding on Beer Advocate, 3.8 out of 5 on Untap. So, take a look at what the beer looks like. As you can see, nice looking color, very pretty color. Now, very rarely I do. I mean, the more well-known strong ales that I tend to see, obviously, is the more well-known Arrogant Bastard Ale. That's from Stone. So it says possibly vanilla and oak character according to the can. And of course, once again, with these cans with these very miniature writing, you can barely see crap. Hold on, let me get some light in this place here. It's a little. Might be a little better now. A little better. So a little light here. Lighting is always important when you're doing videos, remember. So, nice color, pretty decent. Well, an oak character. I think a smooth malt base. So let's take a look. Definitely give vanilla and oak character. That the same description for strong ale, which tends to be maybe a little bitterness, but tend to be more strong now. If people want to look at this as a high gravity beer, Hell's Doppelbock, it's not. So, but they tend to use the same terminology, maybe. So, vanilla definitely, and definitely getting that oak scent, and definitely getting that aroma of bourbon. So, let's have at it. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Now, Arrogant Bastard I can get just about anywhere. I mean, anywhere. Um, Even they had an agreement when Stone had an agreement with Walmart years ago. And some Walmarts, especially when I was living in Mobile. But now, and since I moved up here in 2021, there have been some, not all, but some Walmarts I've seen. Still Arrogant and Stone still available in single cans, of course. And that is a phenomenal beer. If you ever get a chance, Arrogant Bastard Ale, that is really good stuff. You get the cask, if you will, of you can feel you taste the bourbon because the taste the because the beer was stored in this bourbon barrel, the residue, I guess you could say, and definitely get the vanilla immediately on the tongue. Yeah, this is really and very malty for sure. Not and malty, but it doesn't have that roast them up, but it's kind of just a very good malt character, almost cream-like in a way. And having the vanilla flavor in it is kind of helping it out really well. 7.5%. Um, Again, I'm really trying to expand my tastes and buying a lot of these. But this is more winter than anything. I can't see this consuming like on an everyday, 3 in the afternoon, on your second or third one. I mean, that's not something I would recommend. You don't. But so it almost tastes like if it was a stout, you know, it would work too. The same, the vanilla and the oak character. Um, again, very malty, but I'm not getting that roasted malt. So this is really good for a strong ale, which again, 7.5, I don't feel the heaviness right now of this. Compared to Arrogant Bastard Ale, when you try that, you will definitely feel it immediately, and it will catch up to you right away. And the last time I drank that was going back 2, 3 years ago. You know, again, when I lived in Mobile, so. But I think it was 2 years ago, yeah. Somewhere around March of 2021. I don't know the time, but somewhere around that time, so. As I mentioned, I've had quite a few beers from Dry County. I've had their oatmeal stout. I've had that Lechuza lager, which is sort of their take on the Mexican lager. And I also had their Graffiti, which is their IPA. So I've had a lot of good stuff from them. And the brewery's Kennesaw here in Georgia. I'm trying to think if there used to be a name. They used to call it another name before it was called Kennesaw. It was under another name. I'm trying to see what that name was. Yeah, it doesn't really say, but it was under another name. It was called. But anyway, no, that's another beer company. They're called Big Shanty. That's the Hickory Big Shanty used to be called. Kennesaw used to be called Big Shanty. Now it's Kennesaw. And that's another brewing company, Burnt Hickory Brewery. The Big Shanty Imperial Stout, which I tried, and that's really good. But as far as the beers for Dry County, these are the four I've had: the Graffiti, their Lechuza, the Graffiti Hazy IPA, the Lechuza Mexican Lager, and their Amber I tried, and their Oatmeal Stout, so Old 41. So those are been very impressed with their beer of many beers, many breweries within the ATL region. So looking to expand my travels, maybe to Athens, to Creature Comforts, and maybe up down to LaGrange. There's a few breweries there. Wild Leap. Not be so concentrated in just this whole area that I'm in, but you know, hey, sometimes I gotta look at my gas, look at travel expenses. Hey, my means. Overall, I think this is really good. Exceptional, really well done. American Strong Ale. A little sweeter, not too overly strong compared to, say, Arrogant Bastard Ale. But if you want to do a comparison, you can. But, you know, obviously Arrogant Bastard has a little more reach, a little more wider penetration that people can get versus something like this that's brewed locally. But whatever brewery you're in, wherever town, I'm sure they do a strong ale. So this is quite good. This is the Kennesaw Bourbon Ale, and I'm going to go same score. I'm going to go A-. This will be a 9.2. A close to an A, whatever. But 9.2, I think this is really good. And it's not heavy, which is a good thing. Again, just mild. I probably won't feel it later. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, but won't feel it then. But really superb. Pretty good job on this one. So I'm going to go 9.2. I'm not the light glaring on this. 9.2 A, or if you want to say A-, whatever, for the Kennesaw Bourbon Ale from Dry County Brewing Company. Check it out. If you're in the Atlanta area, try it. You will like it. I know you will, if you like strong ales. John Henderson, Pierre, the Beverage Rambles. And keep on watching. As always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Bourbon, Kennesaw Bourbon Ale, I like. Yes, I do.